And Yo, what are we doing here at this particular moment?
So right now we're getting ready to measure, I believe, first the frequency response and phase of this speaker. This zone is what we call an MLS zone, maximum length sequence zone, meaning it's a 20 by 20 by 20 foot empty area that other than the speaker and the microphone, there's nothing there. There's actually also the back of the forklift, but that's coated with anechoic foam so that it doesn't add its own reflection.
See that, folks?
And
20, 20, 20 by 20.
And the computer will fire an impulse through the speaker. That impulse will be picked up by the microphone, and 13 milliseconds later the first echo from the floor and ceiling will arrive. We will only use the time period between the moment that the impulse first arrives at the microphone and until the first echo arrives. And that way we know that we're measuring only the speaker and not the echoes from the walls, because the echoes from the walls will vary between my listening room and yours, whereas the speaker should not. We will then check whether this is within 0.2 dB of the reference prototype, within 5 degrees of the reference prototype, and that's the phase measurement, of course, and then we'll check the impedance, make sure that it's within, I think, 3% of the reference prototype at any frequency. At that moment, we will do a short listening session with that speaker, and then it's ready to ship out. It'll be packed with a vacuum crane so it doesn't get scratched, and be off to the customer.
We're ready to go. Can you let her fly?
Marco, you ready to measure?
Just about. Yeah.
Okay, measure please.
Here we go. Take a minute here. Yeah.
This goes rather quickly.
Once a speaker is approved for sending, nobody does anything to it other than immediately put it in the package.
Look
I
at
don't want
that.
anything
See that?
untested.
So it's going to go from testing directly to package. And we're about ready to go. And we're waiting. There we go.
Good?
No.
Good.
And they're shaking their hands in agreement. It's good. It's a wrap.
Well, that was
Congratulations, you lucky man who bought that custom speaker. Fantastic.
So now it'll be impedance is the next measurement. And after that they'll measure each driver individually. Just in case if one of the drivers has a problem at frequencies where the other driver plays most of the signal, we still want to make sure that we see any problem like that. Until now all they tested was the overall frequency response and phase. Now they'll measure impedance and then each driver individually just to make sure there are no out-of-band problems.
Excellent. Well, we'll fade back out as they're doing their work. Unbelievable attention to detail here. The technology at YG is off the charts. Thank you, Yo.
Thank you.